Something big is brewing behind the scenes at Newcastle United, and no, we're not talking about just another preseason rumor. This time there's a real, concrete movement happening, involving staggering figures in two of the most ambitious clubs in the Premier League. Talks are underway, names are on the table, and a decision that could reshape the attacking future of the Magpies is about to be made. What's at stake goes far beyond a simple signing. It's about keeping the club competitive, powerful, and ready to fight among Europe's elite, and the race is intense. As preseason progresses and players ramp up their training sessions, the club's offices are buzzing with strategic meetings, last-minute calls, and scouts monitoring every market detail. But this isn't just about any player. It's a potential change that could shake the fan base and impact the tactical structure built over recent years. Everything is being handled with extreme caution, as if each move is being calculated to the millimeter. The feeling is that Newcastle has reached a crossroads, and every step now could shape the course of the entire season. If you've been following this channel, you already know we don't deal in empty rumors. We dig deep, we verify, and we bring you what's really happening behind the scenes at St. James Park. So take a moment to hit that subscribe button. It helps us keep bringing you trustworthy content, straight from the best sources, with the responsibility Newcastle fans deserve. And of course, it means you'll always be the first to know what's coming, and when it's about the club's future. Every detail counts. In recent weeks, one name has been circulating strongly in the corridors of the club, a young striker, bursting with talent, rising fast, and already a hot prospect across Europe. His profile ticks every box for the club's decision-makers and, more importantly, fills a strategic gap that could open at any moment. This isn't just about a promising signing, it's potentially a direct replacement for one of the team's biggest stars, who, according to backstage reports, is tempted to leave the club before this transfer window closes. And this is where it all starts to make sense. According to information revealed by Fabrizio Romano'S, one of the most reliable journalists in European football, Newcastle United have entered the race for RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Sesko. The young Slovenian is considered one of the continent's most exciting prospects and, according to Romano, is very open to joining Manchester United, but is also engaged in active talks with Newcastle. The detail that stands out the most: the St. James Park board is reportedly willing to match Leipzig's asking price between £60 million and £69 million. Plus add-ons to secure the new number 9. This pursuit gained momentum after reports emerged linking Alexander Isak, Newcastle's star forward, with a move to Liverpool. The suggestion that the Swede is interested in playing for the current Premier League champions has raised red flags within the club. The board knows there's no time to waste. If Isak leaves, a top-class replacement must arrive immediately. That's precisely why Sesko has landed firmly on the radar. The player already has a gentleman's agreement with Leipzig, allowing his departure for a fixed fee, putting both Newcastle and Manchester United in a direct head-to-head battle for his signature. But the situation is far from straightforward. According to Romano, Sesko isn't in a rush to make a decision. Even though Manchester United won't be competing in the Champions League this season, the player is still open to joining the Old Trafford project as long as he feels valued and aligned with the club's sporting vision. On the other hand, Newcastle are also making a strong case, and they have the upper hand of Champions League football, not to mention the opportunity to become the immediate star of a rising project. The final decision, according to Romano, is expected in the coming days. And here's the key point. Newcastle have made it clear they are willing to pay both the transfer fee and the salary demanded by Sesko. That shows this isn't just about interest, it's about real intent. If the club can convince the striker that this is the ideal next step in his career, the fans could soon be welcoming a major reinforcement to the northeast. It's worth noting that Benjamin Sesko is only 22 years old, yet already attracting the attention of Europe's biggest clubs. With pace, physicality, and a sharp eye for goal, his playing style fits perfectly into the system Eddie Howe has been building. His potential arrival wouldn't just be a direct replacement for Isak, it would represent a fresh symbol of Newcastle's long-term ambition and growth. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now's the perfect time to join our community. Every click on that subscribe button helps us continue delivering exclusive news, in-depth analysis, and behind-the-scenes insights you won't find anywhere else. And with Sesko's future hanging in the balance, you won't want to miss a single update as this story unfolds. The battle between Newcastle and Manchester United is, at its core, a clash of projects. While Old Trafford seeks to rebuild its identity and return to former glory, Newcastle are betting on a solid foundation, young talent, and a philosophy that blends investment with planning. That's why Sesko's decision is so symbolic. More than just choosing where to play, the Slovenian will need to decide which vision of the future truly inspires him. Sources close to the players say he and his representatives are carefully weighing both proposals. It's not just about money, it's about being a leading figure, gaining visibility, improving technically, and chasing titles. Newcastle, by offering all of that alongside Champions League football, may have a very powerful hand to play. The big question now is, will Sesko see St. James Park as the ideal stage to become a global star? And it's not just Sesko's name on the table. Behind the scenes, the club is preparing for multiple scenarios, including the possibility of Isak staying. But with a reported offer from Liverpool that could exceed £85 million, the Swede's sale is not off the cards. In that context, bringing in Sesko wouldn't just be a good move, it would be a strategic necessity. The truth is, Newcastle fans are living through a time of anticipation. The club is more active than ever behind the scenes, and major decisions are about to be made. The transfer window still has plenty of surprises in store, and Sesko might just be one of them. Meanwhile, the fan base watches closely, hoping that regardless of what happens with Isak, the team's attacking future is in safe hands. And if you want to stay ahead of every chapter in this story, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel right now. You won't miss any updates, and you'll be supporting our dedicated work to keep you fully informed with accuracy and depth. Here, every story is treated with the care and respect that Newcastle fans deserve. In the days ahead, everything could change. Sesko's decision will be a turning point, and Newcastle, more than ever, must be ready with planning, boldness, and, above all, conviction. Because in football, the biggest opportunities go to those prepared to seize them, and the Magpies look more ready than ever.